What's going on, guys? MariK here, and with the Star Wars Battlefront collection less than 2 weeks away, I thought this would be a good time to discuss map strategies. For those of you who haven't had the chance to play the original Battlefront online or haven't played since the original servers were shut down. So in these videos, we'll be taking a look at the layouts to each map and going over different strategies that you can take for each of the various factions. Kamino as a map is almost a blank canvas. There's a total of 7 command posts, and only 1 command post is owned by each faction. The clones have the cloning center, and the droids have Alpha 1. Alpha 2 and 3 above Alpha 1 are open, as are Betas 1, 2, and 3 to the south side of the map. Personally, I would say no matter which faction you're playing as, taking Beta 2 or 3 if you're the droids, 2 if you're the clones, and trying to control that triple cluster is a little bit more important than taking over Alpha 2 and 3. Having more command posts would be a little more beneficial, and because Betas 1, 2, and 3 are so close together, it'll be more difficult for the enemy faction to take them from you. When playing as the Clone Troopers, I prefer to play as one of 2 classes. The first class is, of course, the Jet Trooper. The benefit to playing as the Jet Trooper on this map is the jetpack actually allows you to move around the map so fast that taking over those Beta 1, 2, and 3 command posts are a lot easier than they would be if you spawned as another class. I like to go for Beta 1 at the very back and take it over first. Your allies can usually make it to Beta 2 in time to take it, and the droids might take Beta 3, but as long as you get Beta 1 in the back, which is the high ground, you can kind of thwart their attempts to take 2 and 3, and as we did right here, we stopped them from taking it. We will now be in control of all 3 of these. They will have Alpha 1, 2, and 3, but because they are a little more spread apart, with Alpha 1, their original spawn point, being by itself, it'll be easier to take that command post, and then having 5 to 2 command posts is pretty substantial of a lead. One thing that AI seem to do that I can't say whether or not you'd have the same thing happening with players is that they love to get in these turrets, both clones and droids alike. The other class I like to play as is the clone sharpshooter. Once you kind of get used to knowing where you're going, you can roll spam, or whatever else you want to call what I'm doing. Since you can't roll to the front in Battlefront 1, I just kind of roll to the side and attempt to get to other command posts as fast as possible. Again, as with the Jet Trooper, I'm going for Beta 1 back here in the back to prevent them from taking it. We were unsuccessful this time, but it's okay. We need to get up here. We killed the droideka before it was able to deploy. And we'll go ahead and take this one over. The upside, again, taking this command post is having high ground, and once we've taken this one, we can pretty much just take our time taking over Beta 3, and then even moving on to the Alpha command posts. Having this kind of vantage point is really nice, and it works so well for the sniper class, whether you choose to even zoom in or not. And once you have taken out enough of the enemies, you've cleared the command post out. Where did this guy come from? Then you can just come on down, take this command post over, and this command post still has the high ground over. Oh, hello. After dumping enough ammo into taking over that final command post, then you are pretty free to just snipe from up here. You've got such a vantage point that you're kind of free to just play the map however you want. And even if you don't play as a sniper class, you can still take advantage of having this kind of a vantage point with pretty much any of the classes. You can use the jet troopers and the EMP launchers, or the heavies and the rockets to kind of just take out the droids that get in the turrets. You can almost bait the droids getting into the turrets because the AI is programmed that way for whatever reason. I don't understand. But yeah, it's a really fun way to play this map because it is so open and there's just so many good vantage points. You can even sit and snipe from one command post to another. Now again, as with the clone sniper, I just do the same thing. Roll spamming all the way across so we can get over to beta 2 or beta 1 rather, and take that command post so that the Republic can't have it. And it appears because of our roll strategy, the clones appear nowhere near even taking one of the beta command posts, let alone 2 as we are. So when you're playing as the droids, especially using the strategy that I use, you have a lot more time to get over here and take 2 of the command posts instead of having to take 2 from the droids. Same strategy works just as well, it's just as fun. You just have to watch out for those for the jet troopers, and of course other snipers are going to be, you know, kind of an obvious to watch out for. Ooh, nice. There are other options as well. It's not the most I'd say it's not the most glamorous because you are just, you know, sniping from afar. Other players, of course, are going to at some point find you and take you out, but then you just, you know, playing snipe wars back and forth. So it is the best strategy that I think you can take for either faction when playing on Kamino. And that's going to be it for our strategic map overview of Kamino Tipoca City. Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection comes out in just 2 weeks, so we hope to see you on the Battlefront.